feel lost.
Lost? What do you mean?
Hey, what's going on everyone? Hope you're doing well and thanks for tuning back into another video. Today we're going to be training and I'm going to show you a pretty sick cheat meal that I like to have. It's homemade and it's high protein, and that's going to be how to make a homemade high protein pizza with ingredients you can buy from literally any supermarket. Right now, I'm just finishing up some training programs and doing some work for clients. Then we're gonna head to the gym. I'm gonna do an edit of the training like I did for the last week's training session, which I really enjoyed putting together, and I hope you enjoyed that. And I look forward to making this one. And before we go, I'm going to talk about my new training program because I've literally just kind of started a new sort of routine. And yeah, today is an exciting day, and there's two things which I'm very excited about, but I'm going to try keep it secret because if it doesn't happen, then it will be stupid if I announce it. But if it does go well, I will tell you all about it. So yeah, I'm going to take you through the training. I'm not going to do a full day of eating. I've got a lot of work to do today, so we're just going to focus on the training part. So yeah, right now I'm just going to finish up some work and I'll see you when we head to the gym. Okay, so I thought I'd take a second to explain my training program because you're probably wondering, how I'm training, and maybe you saw Wednesday and it just looked like it was just a bunch of different things, but it definitely has a structure. So basically, how I think of training in general is it's all split into phases and it's all split into training blocks. That's how I think of it. So I'm currently on my 4th training phase this year, and a training phase can last anywhere between 10 to 16 weeks. In my case, sometimes I've even pushed it up to 18 weeks. And then I normally take a deload. That's where you allow your body to adapt to all that stress you've been putting it through for those past couple of weeks. And and then the idea of it is then to come back a little bit stronger, but you have to ease into every single training phase. When you enter a new one, you have to come back a little bit easy and then ease back into it. And then, that week 3, 4, 5, 6 and onwards, they start to really progressively overload. And that's when it gets really, really fun. And so far this year, my first training phase, I was injured. I was injured on the calisthenics. So yeah, I couldn't really train very intense, and there's no footage of me anywhere training. I literally took the time off social media because I thought I didn't think I was ever going to come back because I was so low because I lost my training level. I lost all my strength. I was experiencing a really crazy injury in my back and I never knew if I was going to come back. So that's where I started hybrid training. That's where I started running. That's where I started lifting more weights. And yeah, just slowly implementing that. And I was more focused on daily routine, just staying healthy, doing something every day to keep moving. And yeah, and that was kind of my first training phase. And I think that one lasted only about 9 or 10 weeks. And then that second training phase is where I started posting a little bit as well. The calisthenics got more intense. I was focusing on bodybuilding a little bit and also running quite a lot more. And everything was just leveling up, progressively overloading it, and it was going great. That's where I started posting, and that's where I made the full week of training video, if you've seen that one. So yeah, when I look back at that video, when I look at the calisthenic stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I was just about getting back the straddle planche, I lost a lot. I lost a lot of strength. And yeah, that video was like a real eye-opener to look back at that. Then the third training phase, which I just finished, because at the end of the second training phase, my calisthenics started to feel really good and started to learn some new things like the archer planche push-up, the supine 90-degree push-up, and I started to add these new combinations together that I never done before, and I was really excited about calisthenics. Started to gain my strength back, started to dabble in a little bit of full planche again, not doing the push-up or the press or anything like that. Just started to do some kick outs to just some full planches, and started to feel comfortable. So I started to get excited again. And then the third phase, once I took that deload, I went all calisthenics, and I was also training for a marathon. And I hurt my foot in the middle of that preparation because the running was so intense. It was a lot of mileage at a high speed because I had a time target. Obviously, I didn't just want to rock up and be like, yeah, I did a marathon. I wanted to like kill it and get a good time. So yeah, I was training a lot, and I hurt my foot, and I carried on training for a month past it, but it was just impossible to keep going, and I had to drop out of the marathon, and yeah, it was unfortunate. And so I just focused on calisthenics. I didn't do any bodybuilding in the third phase because I was more confident. I started to get the full planche back. I started to get the full planche press, the full planche push-ups. Not great form, but it was happening again. I was really getting that strength back. I got some one-arm handstands as well, and it was, everything was starting to flow back together on the calisthenics side of things. So yeah, that's where it led me. But at the end of the third phase, the reason why I took the deload after I think it was 13 weeks, my form, the past 2 weeks of that training phase was really suffering. I felt like, I didn't have that rage and power come into my trainings. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You wake up some days and you just feel like, whoa, like I feel like I could lift the roof off the place, and you feel so strong. But I didn't have that for the last 2 weeks, and my form was a lot worse. And I just realized it's just because of that long-term fatigue that you build up of the constant progressive overload of a training phase. So yeah, that's basically what led me to take a deload. And in that deload, I realized a couple of little things that I could iron out. So now in this fourth training phase, I'm still running, and I didn't I didn't even say that in the third phase. I still carried on. Just after a month, I had to say I can't do the marathon anymore, and I can't train like this with this pain in my foot. It was the tendon called the plantar fasciitis. God, I'm not saying that right. Plantar fasciitis, which is the fascia on the bottom part of your foot, and yeah, you get extreme pain. It's a very common running injury. Learned a way to heal it. It's actually just to stretch the calf muscles. And then now I'm just taking it easy, still going for some runs. So yeah, but nothing, I'm not training for a marathon or anything like that. Just going 2-3 times a week, just taking it easy. It feels good, and just to stay active at all times, because I really don't like taking rest days. I don't like just doing nothing, although it's nice when you need it, but majority of the time I try to do at least something, whether it's running or, lifting weights, or calisthenics. Calisthenics is the most demanding, so I only do that when I feel good. And so then this fourth training phase is just going to be focusing on calisthenics, more about specific details to try to improve my form. So I'm not going to be doing crazy combinations and trying to unlock new things. I'm just going to be working more on form and just the really specific details. And then I'm going to also introduce some bodybuilding a little bit, because yeah, I'm craving it, I'm also kind of craving getting back under some big ass weights, because I don't know if you know this, but before calisthenics I did bodybuilding, and yeah, I was really into it, and I was throwing around a 200 kilo squat, 140 kilo bench, 55 kilos dumbbell chest press for like 6 reps. Yeah, I was throwing around some big weights, and I was like 10 kilos heavier than I am now. So yeah, I was a chunk, and yeah, I feel like, I'd want to get back onto some big weights, because yeah, it's cool doing the hard calisthenic skills and it's impressive, but you got to be able to move some big ass weight too, and yeah, I think getting a little bit bigger, it's gonna make it a little bit more satisfying, I guess, maybe. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that, and I want to tell you about something that could happen, but I don't want to say in case it doesn't. So maybe in one of the next few videos, by then I'll already have the answer, but I'm basically waiting to hear back on something. But yeah, that'll be a cool announcement to make if it happens. So yeah, that's pretty much my training phase. And the calisthenic days, the way I break them down, last thing, I know it was a long conversation. I appreciate you for chilling, but calisthenics is tough, you know, and the training split is pretty tough. So yeah, at the moment I'm doing 3 training sessions, 3 different types of trainings of calisthenics, and I just rotate them depending on the energy on the day. So if I wake up, I feel good, I feel strong, then I will do a combo day where I basically, you know, mash together a bunch of skills. What I actually did in the last training vlog, where, you know, me and Chloe went and trained some planche and handstand push-ups. I was just molding a bunch of different skills together. I wasn't, you know, it's just combinations. You're just pushing, trying to put together different things, be creative, have fun, try break new limits. So that's day A. Then day B is a specific strengthening day where I work more on my weaknesses, which is the vulnerable kind of day and the day you probably don't want to show, because it's like, yeah, it's your worst day, to be honest, but eventually it gets better. And, you know, although it feels tough, it also feels really rewarding when you do it, because yeah, it's like, it's nice getting strong at something you didn't used to be at. So that's day B. And then the last day, day C, is just a strengthening day. If I still want to train, but I'm pretty tired, then I will just go and do some really light things that I feel really comfortable with. You know, for example, handstand push-ups, you know, some sort of pulling variation or anything like that. Just some really light stuff that I know I'm not going to fail and it's not going to overtire me. But what I'm thinking for this training split is to actually switch that day to be a complete bodybuilding day. And that strengthening day will just be a day where I just focus on bodybuilding, whether that'll be a pull day or a push day. And I'll, of course, you're gonna throw some freaking biceps in there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Still doing the runs, and I'm probably gonna just do a run every 3 days. Just go for a light, easy run and just slowly build up my mileage, but not go the speed I was going, because yeah, damn. So that's pretty much my training split. Maybe seems complicated. Hopefully I broke it down well enough for you to easily understand it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to talk about the training in future videos. I feel like I just want to leave it all here, and if you're going to watch the future videos, then you will know, but the people that won't know will need to come back and see this explanation to understand it, because I don't want to fully explain this all again. You can see it's pretty long. So today we're gonna go for ideally the combo day. We're gonna throw in a little bit of strengthening on the calisthenics side, and yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun, ready to go. So yeah, let's get right into it. Like she's a gypsy woman. Oh yeah, it's coffee time. For what? That's not karma for anything. That was karma, yeah.
So dumb, I have changed. Maybe it's all in my head. It made me feel like we're a mess. Call me crazy, call me obsessed, but I don't think it's all in my head. Why don't you tell me the truth?
Whew, what a great session that was, eh? Damn, it actually ended up being a really great session. At the beginning, I felt super tired and the calisthenics stuff was not going my way. I said I would do a combo day, but damn, it didn't really work out. I felt like my form was shit and like I just wasn't connected to my body, so the skills weren't really skilling or happening. But then, you know, I ended up just doing some strengthening and it ended up being great. Got a great pump and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed the edit. Hope it motivated you to go and train today or tomorrow, who knows. But yeah, I really enjoy making these types of videos because it feels like I can express my creativity a little bit more, better than the short form content. Felt like that's had its due, you know. I felt like I grew my following there and I grew, you know, a good base there, but now I'm really ready for that long form content. So I hope it's entertaining and I can't wait to make the next one. I'm just gonna make a quick post-workout meal now, but I'm not gonna show you that. What I am gonna show you in the next clip is a tutorial or how to make a homemade high protein pizza, which is just like an awesome treat and cheat meal. But it's not really a crazy cheat meal because, you know, all the ingredients tend to be good and you can control them with what you get and what you put on the pizza. But the base is high protein, tastes awesome. So let me show you how it's done. So it's the evening. And you know what time it is? It's pizza time. So yeah, we're gonna make it and I'm gonna show you the ingredients you need now. The toppings are completely up to you. And damn, I don't even have the flour. Let me get it. Okay, so to make the base, you literally just need 2 ingredients, and that's gonna be self-raising flour and Greek yogurt. And the tip here is you're gonna wanna need a weighing scale and you're gonna wanna even out the amount. So you need, if you're gonna do 150 grams of the Greek yogurt, you need to do 150 grams of the self-raising flour. And then just mix it all up, put some of the flour on you know, your worktop, your kitchen counter, and yeah, just obviously make the dough, just roll it around until it gets to a good consistency. And if you feel like you need to add, you know, more flour to make it more dry, or you want to make it more wet, you're gonna put more Greek yogurt. So kind of balance it out that way. But yeah, basically it's the same amounts. Really simple. And I think this thing takes maybe 20-25 minutes. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little time lapse of me making it. And then yeah, we're gonna talk about the toppings when we get there. I feel like this is literally the hardest part, and once this is done, then yeah, you can get on to the fun stuff. But yeah, so the consistency, you know, you just got to listen to how it feels, you know, and you just got to see, yeah, get the flour, make sure it spreads, make sure you're happy with everything. I feel like this is going to be a good one, and yeah, then, you know, you just got to keep flipping the dough over. Beef. Right, where do I go from here?
He's teaching you, he can't even fucking do it himself.
Okay, so once you got the dough nice like this, you know, I've been doing this for ages, so you might be surprised why it's so good. So yeah, once you got the dough, just get a baking tray out, you're gonna place it on, and then you're gonna get a bunch of ingredients. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. And make sure you try get a really nice shape like this. And yeah, as you can see, I did this all on my own. In reality, this is the behind the scenes. This is who's doing the work. Yeah, literally. Okay, so yeah, basically you're then just gonna get a sauce. So here, Chloe likes barbecue sauce. So we're gonna get a pizza topper sauce, barbecue flavor. And yeah, just layer it on. And the toppings is really up to you. It maybe not look as crispy as a Domino's, but I can assure you it tastes damn better, you know, and you can replicate the chicken feast, literally get some sweet corn, chicken, mushroom. And now, lastly, let's add in the cheese. So just literally, I found put the cheese on last. Just get it on there, you know, like. And then obviously you're gonna want to get the oven on. You can preheat or not. Like, I don't really care about that stuff. Just get it in there, you know. Just yeah, 220 degrees. How old?
That's too hot.
It's too hot. How much?
Between 180 and 200.
What?
Because otherwise it'll just burn that
Oh.
through.
God, this is the best cooking video ever. And then just get it in there and like 12, fucking 12 minutes later, you'll have the pizza, you know? I mean, this isn't my forte, you know? I'll take you through a pasta dish next time. Pizza's more of a Chloe dish.
I mean, you're making out like you're useless. You're so good at cooking, but just not the pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I am good at, yeah, we'll leave that there. We'll leave that there. Just not a pizza. Yeah, you can. I can put the subtitles in. Don't even worry about it. When Michele's gonna watch this, he's gonna be like, "Wah, fratello, vaffanculo." That's what he's gonna say to me. Like, how can you not make a pizza? Huh? Bro, don't worry. I'll get there. You know, I can do the pasta, do everything else. Just I don't know why that pizza dough fucks me right up.